And the 12th commandment is, if thou shalt not acknowledge thy tribal chief, thou shalt be dealt with by the special counsel. It appears that Drew McIntyre thinks that he's next.
Do you think he's capable of it?
Oh, Drew McIntyre is very capable. You're only as great as the challengers that you turn back. And the problem for Drew McIntyre, and I said this to Roman Reigns several years ago on Monday Night Raw, and that was during a period in which he was the big dog and had to achieve more, by his own admission, to become the tribal chief. Drew McIntyre is the right guy in the right place at the wrong time. Because any other time in history, Drew McIntyre would wipe out the entire division. Drew McIntyre would most likely unify the heavyweight championships. Drew McIntyre would have a chance to go down as the greatest of all time. No doubt. No doubt. But this is Roman Reigns' era. We live in the time of the tribal chief. So Drew McIntyre, in my opinion, most amazing talent on the face of the planet, but there's an asterisk. And that asterisk denotes, with the exception of Roman Reigns. And that's the problem for Drew McIntyre. Against anybody else, my goodness, there's no stopping Drew McIntyre, which means Roman Reigns has to be at his absolute best. Because one mistake, one slip up against Drew McIntyre, you get kicked right in the face with a claymore and you will get pinned. So we don't take Drew McIntyre lightly. He's a danger. He's a threat. He's a worthy opponent for the tribal chief. And we're very cognizant of that fact. I'm not from the Midwest. I'm from New York, which means I'll whoop you. And I take things very personal, especially when you're not acknowledging your tribal chief. And these are people who refuse to acknowledge the tribal chief. And I won't stand for that. There's an old, I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV. Hey, I play a wuss on TV, but I'm from New York. I'm not from Rockford. I'll deal with you,
Okay.
And the 11th commandment is, thou shalt acknowledge thy tribal chief. And the 12th commandment is, if thou shalt not acknowledge thy tribal chief, thou shalt be dealt with by the special counsel.
Okay.